Oh, are you having a great day as a Disney stock investor? Well, stop what you're doing. Pull over and flip on the afternoons with Josh, Ken, and Amanda. A silly world in a serious investor world.
You got it. It doesn't matter when you listen, as long as your wife is texting and or I don't know what she's saying, but it seems very long and intricate. It's
always the afternoons.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. Episode 132 of The Afternoons, a podcast that was begun by two guys recently fired that has continued as well. They're still looking for employment, but in the future is looking bright here. And you know, right. along the way, you know, Amanda joined the show to save the day. What's up, friends? How you doing, Macugas?
Hey, Ken. You know, we're doing good. I'm eating a cookie.
I'll get one of these cookies. Hold on, I'll show you.
Yeah, what's that cookie?
Which I'll tell you what, I've honestly had I've had to cut myself off from sugar this week. So this is the first time I'm having I just needed a sweet treat, you know, like after a snack, I just needed that sweet finisher.
Yeah, you needed to, I totally get it.
We got the Gomp. I got that Gomp is my weakness. I had to throw it away because whatever was left over. I was like getting up in the middle of the night and eating Gomps. I had to be done with it. You
gotta be careful with your Gomp.
Okay, so Ken, here are the cookies. This one says baby. There you go. That one says baby, and then this one is just a onesie. That's what Amanda was eating. That's a baby onesie. You see it?
Baby onesie. I see.
I ate it from the top to the bottom, so I currently have the bottom of the onesie anyway.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm doing that thing where I have to go to the YouTube page, mute it real fast.
Oh yeah.
But I'm listening. I'm listening to your cookies.
Well, I think, Ken, it's these companies that do a hell of a job. My sister-in-law, Hannah, this place is called the Cookie Element, right?
The what?
It's called the Cookie Element. That's it.
That sounds like something I would like.
Yeah, I think so.
Cookie.
And they basically you can do your specialty cookies for events and stuff like that. And they do these. I mean, my sister-in-law Hannah, she's if you need a charcuterie board themed for your party and the party's theme is 1987's Karate Kid Part 2, she can make a charcuterie board look like that, right?
I love that.
If you need cookies in the shape of a beard follicle, just a single follicle that dripped from the beard of Jesus Christ on his birthday, I don't know. She can get that. She can do that.
Yeah, she's a magician.
Wow. You want a toe? I'll get you a toe. Wow, that's great. That's some Walter Sobchak stuff there. Robbie M. Smith in chat. Amanda is pregnant and glowing. She's allowed cookies.
Oh, I love Robbie.
Bloated and a middle-aged queen. I have no excuse. Robbie would be.
Robbie always sends us very intricate baking pictures and videos, and I gotta tell you, they always look delicious. They always look incredible.
Robbie also sends me photos of his room, which looks like a Barbie playhouse come to life, and it's the most impressive thing. And he's an inspiration to us all. I want to share the genius and joy of Robbie Smith with the world even more. I'm trying to find a way, Josh. I think I have an idea. What to work on, but Ranger Donald said, what the hell is the board thing? The charcuterie board. Charcuterie.
It's a collection of meats, cheeses. I don't like the nuts, but you can put a gherkin in there. You could put some veggies, some fruits. There's all kinds. It's a big wooden board full of meats, cheeses, vegetables, and fruits that all turn in you can put some flowers in there for decoration. It's one giant mess of delicious food. Usually a brie in there, some honeys, maybe. My favorite.
I could honestly, I think, survive on cheese and charcuterie. However, right now with being pregnant, the meat situation is, they say, I don't know, everyone's different, but they say you shouldn't really eat deli meats or charcuterie meats.
That's true. That's true.
There's always something you can't be doing while you're pregnant, and everyone's got an opinion.
Yeah.
And Ranger Donald says, so a food tray. Yeah, that's a food tray. It's a food tray.
It's a food tray. It's just a fancy food
It's
tray.
a fancy food tray.
In non-pregnant times, Amanda, you're at a party and there's a spread. There's a spread, and you see a charcuterie board or the shrimp cocktail. What do you go to first and hover over for the rest of the party?
100% the charcuterie board. However, that's pre-COVID. Post-COVID, I'm not sure I'm sharing my charcuterie board with anyone.
Yeah.
Now that I know that all you sickos weren't cleaning anything before, I'm not sure I want to be eating off the shared plates.
So what Amanda's saying is that after somebody goes to the charcuterie board, she wants somebody to come by with a fog cannon of Windex to Windex the charcuterie.
Just bleach it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I used to I won't say make fun of Grace. We used to get into arguments at grocery stores because before I could push the cart, she'd have to clean it. And she'd pull out supplies from her purse to clean the shopping cart. And I'd be like, this is insanity. Now I'm like, hey, don't forget to clean.
Yeah.
Don't forget to clean. So
when I used to walk into Rock and Roll Ralph's, they would have those, like the wipes disposal thing. Yeah. I would take out the wipes, wipe down where I was touching on the cart, and then wipe my hands, and then maybe sometimes take another one and just wipe my face.
But you and Grace have the same affliction.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah, John has always kind of been a germaphobe. Mm-hmm. I'll be honest. I think a little germs is actually healthy for us. So I don't know that I'm like the wipe down your cart person. I'm more of like when I get in the car, I'm going to like douse my hands in hand sanitizer. And then when I get and not touch anything. And then when I get home, I'll wash my hands. Because for me, I'm like, I'm going to touch a million other things between the time I wipe my cart and get in my car. So I'd rather just do it at the end.
Sure.
Even if, I don't know. I think germs keep us from, they keep our immune system strong. So not that I want anyone's germs, but, I'm just saying.
This is a real roundabout way, Ken, of saying that I have a problem and Amanda's like, whatever. So our kids screwed.
No, I am a big hand washer. Like,
yeah.
Kids need to wash their hands after every time they go to the bathroom. Why are no, like my nieces and my nephew love them so much, but never seen them wash their hands after they go to the bathroom. I'm like, guys, you got to wash your hands. I mean, hello. The amount of no kid actually gets the wipe on the right place. You're getting your hands and stuff.
They miswipe.
Every kid does it. I go to my there's pee all over the seat.
Yeah, no, look, but this is the thing with grown adult men too, penis wielders of all sorts, because in Vegas, when we were doing the comedy show, like I remarked, even I remember on air, like there was a line at the sink in the men's restroom. That's the first time in documented history.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you go to stadiums and there's lines for the urinals, and then because the urinals are backed up, there's men peeing in the sink. There's not men actually washing their hands in the sink. This is true. It might be gross, but it's 100%
you are
true.
putting your hands on your ween that's been in your sweaty pants all day. Like, come on, you've got to wash your hands.
I've told you, that's that stat that's going around that they say on a day-to-day basis, you unwillingly touch 5 to 6 penises just out and about in the world.
See? Boom.
Gross.
Touch the donger, touch the donger, touch the donger. Hey.
Ew. And
and for Robbie Smith, the number goes up to 10.
And flaps and gross.
Ken,
there's definitely like lint living in there, I think. Oh.
Okay, this is actually pretty funny. There's 2 things back to back. Okay. First of all, Michael Kautzer writes, "Are you seatbelt people?" Yes, Michael, it's the law.
Michael, how are you not a seatbelt person?
Do you want to die?
Yeah. What?
Well, are you my father in 1986? Who's like, seatbelts are.
Why are your parents not wearing their seatbelts?
Yeah, he follows
up. Wear a seatbelt has a sick death wish. Like,
yeah.
I can't drive without my seatbelt.
Oh, Michael Kautzer. Then he replies, I have to always tell my parents to wear their seatbelt. What is up with? Oh, you said that. My bad. I missed that.
But that's it. His parents.
I blacked out.
His parents and many other parents of a certain generation are probably still pissed at Ralph Nader for getting seatbelts in cars. Yeah, I know there's more details to the story, but you know what I mean. Like they're like, Nader came along, made seatbelts in our Chryslers. Like,
And then coming in hot, our boy BC Tiller owner operator of Tiller and Sons construction, farm equipment, and motor oil, says back in the 70s and 80s we ate dirt and drank from the hose. Okay, listen,
That's not a lie.
So did I, and I was born in the 80s, but I grew up on a ranch, and we used to drink from the hose all the time. I mean, I'll tell you what though, didn't get that sick when I was growing up.
let me be honest, Ken.
Yeah.
I see a hose, I get thirsty. I will drink from a hose anytime, anywhere. I up at her parents' ranch, they have like 9 hoses all over the property.
The only time I stopped drinking, this is bad. The only time I would stop drinking out of a hose, or even like the weird LA tap water, is when I became pregnant, because I didn't want my unborn child to have any of the weird LA ickiness.
Yeah,
Our water is good.
It's
our water is good. Burbank
It's
water
worse,
test
I
well. Burbank water test well. Grace
See?
and I fight all the time because we have a fridge with a filter. She won't use it. We have some like Star Wars droid on our shelf that you have to put the water in, and it processes it and spits the water back out and goes into a second container. And from that container we drink. And I'm just like, the fridge is just pissing water into a bucket for us right now. And you got the device over here, and it's Burbank water. Yeah.
I feel like I need to have a t-shirt that says, I drink tap water, or, tap water is okay. Because I feel like we go to restaurants, like at home, we have filters and buckets. And then we go to restaurants like, do you want tap or bottle? Like, I'm not paying you for a bottle. I'll take your tap. No problem.
No, they usually say, would you like filtered or bottled?
No.
Now, I will happily take filtered water. When I imagine tap water in LA County, or like the city of LA, no thanks. The amount of like weird drugs and poop and stuff in it, no.
Wow, what? Move to Burbank, dear God! Move to Burbank.
Ken, I guarantee you, if you
don't have poop water,
if you tested our water right now, it's 99% healthier than every water anywhere.
No, I had to get water delivery service because I don't trust it.
And you know what, Ken? She's the only one that drinks it, because you know what?
That's a lie. You drink it.
I fill up the ice cubes with it.
Oh, I see you sometimes with your bottle there.
I would say I'm 90% tap, 10% bottle.
There is,
because I get in trouble. I get in trouble too for filling up like the coffee maker with the fridge water, or the tap water. Anyways,
it's different. I'm telling you, it's different. When he uses the tap water for ice, the ice tastes funny.
I'm not going to argue with the pregnant one here on the show. I'm not. She's probably got senses right now that you and I can't pick up on, Josh. She's so in tune to another body right now that she's probably like can taste the specific minerals in the ice cube.
Yeah, I got 2 taste buds going on right now.
Well, I will say this. I love tap water, like the Jersey Shore, and I know a lot of people don't like that. Like, everybody remembers their favorite tasting tap water.
You stir it with a syringe?
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic.
What? I
remember
have
how the
no
tap water
memory
tasted?
of tap water from like my favorite tap
Oh,
water.
I do. I got my favorite tap. It's great.
Gross.
Ken, we got our first super chat of the day. Super chat.
We appreciate those. We don't really ask for them. They're not a key part of the show, but we definitely appreciate them during these tough times. So yeah, Josh, who do we have?
We got Complexistence D, which is also a cream that you can put on your knees, ankles, elbows, and cheekbones.
Mm-hmm.
They help bring your pores to a max level of moisturousness.
Yep. It exfoliates, but also soothes the joints.
Thank you, Ken. It's like the copper fit of
I love this question.
Workout gels. Okay, so a question coming in from Complexistence D. You can get your Complexistence D at theafternoons.biz/Complexistence D. Do your elbows hurt but also get dry in the wintertime? Complexistence D. It's all for joints. Use the code KENSNELBOWS for 20% off theafternoons.biz. Okay. Complexistence D says, sending love and positive vibes to you guys. Just curious. What do you consider worst? Drivers who tailgate you, or witnessing drivers racing one another due to road rage?
Ooh. This is a great question.
Well, I think Rage Ball Macuga should answer last.
Okay.
Amanda, what do you got?
This is tough because I just hate stupid drivers in general, but I don't like drivers who tailgate me only because I may have to stop at any instant, like I may have to stop for the guy in front of me. And it more so is I don't want them to rear end me. So that is probably worse. Witnessing other drivers that don't affect me is like you're being an idiot. But as long as you're not putting my life at risk, you do you, I guess. But I still think road rage racing is stupid.
Yeah, because I don't like street racers. In LA, it's big. A friend of mine used to be in the LAPD task force trying to take down street racers. It's a big thing.
Thanks, Fast and Furious.
Well, but seriously, that movie came out, and then when that movie came out, I was like, F those guys, because they kill innocents, they get in car accidents. So I don't like that. But from a road rage standpoint, I've seen that go to. I've seen that on the 101 freeway. I've seen two people like boom spinning out up ahead, and you're like, you dummies. But the thing about the tailgater one is it's more intimate, it's more to you, and it immediately puts me in a defensive mode, because it's not like I'm driving 50. Sometimes I'm like 80 and someone's coming up my rear, and not in the way that I prefer it. And it makes me nervous, because I don't want to fight. I don't want to scream, and I'll try to get over. Like maybe you got a baby being born in the car, right? Maybe Josh is trying to get to the hospital because Amanda's contracting, I get it. But when it's a dude in a Beamer and he just wants to go fast and he's flashing the lights at me, oh, that's why I'm glad I don't own a gun. Like, that drives me crazy. So tailgating.
Okay, so for me, I hate both of them. Obviously, I think that point has been said by both of you guys.
Sometimes Josh is the one tailgating, though.
Is he the light flasher? He's the light flasher.
I've light flashed before.
I don't know why I keep putting my mouth up to the mic. Like, you guys need to hear me closer, but
I'm sitting right here, Ken.
But it drives me crazy. I have to tell him sometimes, like, back up off this guy.
Okay, I'm just going to point out a situation here. Ken, if you're going 80 and I'm tailgating you, there's something wrong with me. And I don't do that. Okay.
Right.
What I do is if what nailed it. Okay. What I do is that if the speed limit is 65 miles an hour and they're going like 62 miles an hour, that's dangerous to traffic.
That's true.
Okay, 3 miles under?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That is absurd.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought you were going to say like
you already said your piece. No, it's done.
You already said your piece.
Okay. I'm giving you straight up rules here. That's just dangerous for traffic. Let's just say somebody is coming at 65 miles an hour. You can go up to like 74 and you're not going to get a speeding ticket, right? You're going 62 miles an hour. Somebody could get hurt. You're slowing up traffic. It's a whole thing, especially like the I-5 going around California, the 101, whatever the case may be. Now, yesterday, as an example, I was on Sunset Boulevard and there was some jagwagon in a BMW that went like, right?
Jagwagons, yeah.
And he was like jamming up this poor woman's car, and I was behind him, and then he swerved over to make a left-hand turn, and I drove by really slow, and I rolled down my window, and I was like, slow down, right? Like, I screamed at him, because there was nothing that pisses me off more than like road racing. Hey, congratulations, you put a spoiler on your 1997 Nissan Maxima. Stop trying to race people on surface streets. You're gonna get somebody killed.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
This is my whole thing about road rage, is that like what Josh just said, with he screamed out his window to slow down. To me, I'm like, that guy, it probably was he couldn't care any less what Josh has to say, and he just went on with his day and was not bothered. Whereas now Josh is bothered for hours by this guy that I'm like, it's a waste of your energy to be upset about someone else's driving. Like,
you just described Twitter.
You did.
I'm mad about someone's take on Star Wars. I'm like, connecting to lore is a lazy way to engage in Star Wars, and I'm over here angry, and they don't care. They're on with it.
Ranger Donald Classic says, I don't even use my horn because it sounds like a clown bicycle, so who's going to listen to that? Hey, guess what, Ranger Donald? Mine too. You drive a Honda Civic? They're the worst. For some reason, they put a rascal scooter horn on a car.
It's the least intimidating horn ever. And every time Josh honks it when he has road rage and he's really pissed at someone, I'm like, whoa, that guy just got really scared. Me. It's like
So Amanda's in the car egging you on from the other side, Josh. Like,
Yes.
ooh, you're so tough with your clown horn, clown.
Ooh.
Well, and he just gets so worked up. I'm like, this is not bothering anyone but you. Even this guy that's pissing you off has just gone on about his day.
2004 Honda Civic LX. Thank you, Ranger Donald. For some reason, the Civic, they put no horn in it, and then the Honda Accord is literally a truck horn. So like the step up, like my old Honda Accord, it would scare you in a parking garage.
Oh,
The Honda Civic is like, hi, hey, it's me behind you.
Well,
Hey,
maybe
guys.
you need to get another.
I don't know what the Mustang's horn sounds like. I don't use my horns often. I really don't. Grace wants me to use them every time we drive.
Do you ever when you're in the car and a good song comes on, do you ever like hit your horn to the beat of it? Like,
No. What I do, because I have in my car at least, no less than 3 empty water bottles that I haven't thrown away yet. I drum with those, and I'm glad no one's in the car because I can't drum. So it's just like, it's like, that's why I like wearing a mask in the car now. People are like, you don't need to wear them in the mask. You can't see me singing now. And I don't want you to see me singing. I'm jamming with the drums.
I mean, I like threw my shoulder out air drumming to Panic at the Disco is like, I chimed in with the haven't you people ever heard of bum, bum. That song.
Josh is the guy though that I see driving that is doing that like air drum thing, and I'm like, God, this guy is the worst. I mean, oh God,
it's like Ken, it's a 38-piece kit in my car.
What a loser! I mean, if I had pulled up next to Josh ever before we met, I would have been like, that guy is the worst. No way.
Much better to face these kids.
I'd never go out with him.
Yep. Can I listen? I wish this was a super chat from Yash Srivastava, Jason Statham, aka Josh Macuga. Yeah.
You are the transporter.
I am the transporter. You can call me. What's the other one where he is constantly trying to electrocute himself? Surge.
Oh, that's the one where he has to have sexual duets in the middle of the street to stay alive.
Yes. Josh looking like that. It's not the transporter. It's the other one. Surge or Punk or Pump. Electro.
I think it's called Fuck Street.
Ooh, that's a good one. Pump.
Bolt.
Nope.
Someone in the chat's gonna tell us once the chat.
Come on, guys. The Jason Statham movie where he has to surge himself. Crank. There it is.
Yash with the save there. Crank. That's
Yash Srivastava. I
You
went
get
to
a-
high school with a Rajat Srivastava. He was a hell of a guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. BC Tiller, I'm 6'5". I drive with my knees and air drum. I got the same 38-piece kit. I like that.
It's a 38-piece kit, Ken.
Like
It's
that.
sick. I mean, there's drums up here. There's a lot of over here's,
Yeah, love that. I love driving, going for a drive, cranking up the CD player at night in an area of the city where no one can really see me. And I just belt out the tunes, man. It's a great show. It's like a Broadway Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark kind of show going on. It's wonderful.
So Optimike Primus asked, give me the impersonation of a Accord horn versus the Civic horn.
Okay.
So the Accord horn was like, right? Like it was loud.
Is it your Roomba resetting?
It was loud. Like it would get you. And then do that again.
Oh, the computer.
That one hurts my mouth to do.
It hurts.
That's what she said. Bazing. And then the Accord, the what's it called? The Civic just kind of goes. Merp, merp, merp. Yeah, it's pretty weak.
I love it. I love high concept comedy. I also love just pretending to be car horns for 20 minutes.
Oh God, please don't.
Both work for me.
Ken, these car horn noises were brought to you by My Mouth. Go to mymouth.org for all of your homemade car horn needs. Use the code afternoons for mymouth.org.
That sounds really inappropriate.
Here comes Amanda with her great improving. Boy, that sounds inappropriate. I'm going to stay out of this sketch.
It leads directly to Josh's OnlyFans.
Yeah, my OnlyFans is going to be the least naked OnlyFans in the history of OnlyFans. It's
okay.
it's going to be
Go ahead.
a lot of like so like my OnlyFans is probably like sound effects with my mouth, okay?
Mm-hmm.
My Amanda shaving my back hair.
Mm-hmm.
Slow whistles into the wind, just like that.
I thought that was going to be relaxing. That was not relaxing. Yeah.
Like that. I don't know what else I can do. What else can you do on OnlyFans besides nudity?
That's it.
Ooh, Robbie Smith says chest hair and skylines. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that'll work. I think OnlyFans you can only do nudity. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's the whole point of it, right? Like,
yeah.
Check out my OnlyFans for more.
For the listeners out there, Amanda's doing the air quotes for more. Clearly she's looked into this.
More.
Tell me, if the pandemic went really bad, I could get on YouTube and do some weird pregnant stuff because people are into some weird pregnant stuff. And by the way, I love that my mother was the one who was supporting this whole idea. She's like, well, if things get really bad with business, then you could just go on OnlyFans and do some weird pregnant stuff. There's people into that. I'm like,
yes,
oh my
there's
God.
Tons of creepy people into that stuff. It's weird. And there's somebody into everything.
God bless it. There's a kink for us all.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Amanda, you're the one that suggested that Instagram feed that has, what is it? Girls who say dumb things or whatever it is.
Irrelevant captions or girls with irrelevant captions.
Like that, which it has men as well, by the way. It's just they've expanded.
Yeah.
I follow that, and occasionally one pops up that I just have to investigate that person's Instagram page more. Like, what am I watching? And there's one, I won't give the name out yet. Hot woman, bikini, whatever. And I go to her page and it's just like, what? I can't describe this. She's on her bed, face down, ass up, lightly pulling things open. And the caption just reads, "Can you help me?" I've been laughing for 3 days. Like, what are you doing? Because I'm like, God bless. They're like not even hiding it. They're just like, go for it. Like, can you help me? And I'm like, what help do you need at that point? Is it a proctology exam? Like,
they need like some therapy, I think, is what actually she needs, because the fact that she has to put herself like that on the internet to get some weirdo praising her is like actually makes me sad for her.
You know the pose too, Ken. It's this pose. It's like it's
face down, ass up. She's got like a little G-string on or something. You don't see all the way to France, but like that, and you're like, you're not even hiding. You're just going for it. So I even respect you even more because there's no like fake inspirational, find the sunshine in the dark, spreading them. It just says, can you help me?
Ken, do you follow Siblings Or Dating on Instagram? Okay. So it is one of the more fun. This girl, she's a kind of funny girl. Her name's Lucy James. She tweeted about it. Then Greg retweeted it. So I picked up on it. And now I've shown it to Amanda and I've showed it to a bunch of people. So basically what it is you go, it's just a picture of like a man and a woman or two women or two men. And it says siblings or dating. Okay. And so
it's actually really tough.
And Ken, I
guess if their siblings are dating.
I get 99% wrong.
It's actually really hard.
Wow. That's
because here's the other thing too. Most people are attracted to themselves. Like, so you do start to like morph into your partner a little bit. Like, I think Josh and I have started looking alike a little. I think that happens a lot. So it's tough.
How do you start looking? Like, what are you doing?
Good question. It's a solid question.
I think you're just always like slightly attracted to who
to
like yourself. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know about the science.
Okay, here we go, Ken.
Yeah.
So right now, they've got a bunch of them on there. Okay, let's see. Okay, for instance, Those people. You think?
You can't really.
Can you see?
it.
Can you see?
On the podcast? It's a little the ring light. There you go.
I think they're dating.
Siblings are dating.
Hell, this photo's got, for those on the podcast, it's a dude smiling, got a 5 o'clock shadow. He's smiling on camera. The girl's maybe got her chin on his shoulder, hand on his shoulder.
Yep.
I don't know. It could be. That could be. Does it give you the answer?
It's tough because
so click through. There, they got a close up of her face.
Yeah.
Close up of his face.
they're dating.
I think they're dating. Her hands up there a little too close.
Oh well, the hands.
Yep.
I don't know. Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
Weird.
Dating.
Oh yes, I got it right.
Okay.
Boom.
I just have been watching Game of Thrones, so could be, the answer could be both.
Dude,
right?
I'm telling you, it becomes addicting, and it's like the ultimate challenge. So like you could put up Jamie and Cersei, and it'd be the total banger.
It would be a Nick Bakay push. Is what it would be. One of my favorites. I love that. That's a reference only you, me, and Mark Ellis get to comedian actor Nick Bakay when he used to appear on Sports Center in the 90s to give football picks.
Yep. Do you remember? Can you name the Seinfeld episode where Nick Bakay? What that episode is?
God, no, I do. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so the Nick Bakay episode was when Jerry's car smelled like BO, and he was dating Elaine, and she couldn't get the BO smell out of her hair.
Yes. I love that.
Oh man, it looks like our numbers are dwindling or are not great because of this Disney Comic-Con here. Ken, looks like Lauren Romo. She said, "Sorry, I'm late. Just got out of Disney Comic-Con." Okay,
so the investor call. It was exciting stuff. Some cool Star Wars news. I gotta record shortly here, but
Is it like a virtual thing?
Yeah, they did a nice video presentation, not like Zoom. They actually shot some stuff over in Burbank here. The problem is, at the end of the day, it's an investor call for stockholders. And so they had your Kathleen Kennedys and your Kevin Feige's and your Bob Igers. I'd vote for Iger in any election, but then you also had Lowell, the head of marketing, and he looked like Mitch McConnell in a cardigan, and he was just like. And they did a thing where the previous video presentation guy goes, and that's our look at FX. Back to you, Lowell. And then they cut to Lowell, clearly shot on a different day in a different studio, and he's looking off camera and he goes, "Thank you, Jason. All right." And I'm like, God, stop it. I can't watch this. I can't watch this crap.
The deflated Brady in chat kind of says it perfectly, and he's hitting it to my pun nature. I was disappointed when Disney didn't announce a partnership with Yoplait to make Grogurt, or they could have made a partnership with Gogurt to just make Grogurt. Grogu is the name of
I think you should.
Oh, God.
Mandalorian. Amanda, that's the Amanda zone out part. Even though we own Disney stock, she is zoned out onto her phone, where she will now be for the next 10 minutes.
It's not that, but anytime you guys are talking about something I don't know about, I feel useless in the conversation.
We value your perspective on it.
Ken, can I just take a quick hiatus here from
to do it here?
Is that now you know what it's like riding in a car with Amanda, because as soon as I turn on something that she doesn't want, she just zones out, and I no longer have a person to talk to in the car. Of course,
because you turn something on. There's nothing. You're trapped in a car. There's nothing else to do. You turn on a podcast I don't want to listen to. Of course, I'm not going to talk to you. You're listening to a podcast.
See, I don't want to talk in cars, so
Ken, you and I would do great on a road trip, because this guy over here needs to be entertained the whole time.
Like throwing toys at him, cat toys and stuff.
He's like, I'm gonna fall asleep.
Don't you think that's a pretty good reason to talk to me so I don't fall asleep at the wheel?
But then we should switch driving. That way, I'd rather drive in silence and have you in the passenger seat.
Ken,
this is when we went to Arizona, Ellis and Josh, I'm in the back seat just staring out at the window. Look at the sun. And like Ellis and Josh are talking the whole time, like a little silence in the back there. And I'm just like,
Yeah, chatty Cathy's.
Well, you got it. The reason to have somebody in shotgun, like I'm telling you, the first car ride, I was like, oh man, it's gonna be so much fun to do a road trip with you. 45 minutes in, old Nummy over here is just on her phone doing nothing. Like, me. I hope you don't fall asleep.
I like road tripping alone. It's very therapeutic. I can put on nice music, a podcast. I can make some phone calls, call people I don't usually talk to. I like it.
yeah, I miss driving. Grace and I, she's good. She just wants to put on a murder podcast and then in 2 minutes falls asleep. So I've listened to My Favorite Murder, Georgia and Karen's book. I've listened to the book twice. Grace has not heard it once because every time she falls asleep.
So Ken, Robbie Smith says it best. Then we got another super chat coming in. Robbie Smith says, I'm a mouth runner too, Josh. Silence equals waste of time. Thank you very much. That's why I've focused my entire life on talking for a living. But clearly in the car, that talking is unwanted.
Sometimes you need a break from talking.
Well, boom. There you go. All right. So another super chat coming in from Complex Existence.
Why is that so hard for me to say?
Complex Existence. No, Complex Existence.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Complex Existence D for all your elbow moisturizing needs. And of course, our new formula mainly used for the inside of your nose. Use the code afternoons at complexexistence.d.biz for 15% off. Ken, what's your favorite formula in Complex Existence D?
I like the inside of the nostril cream that they got. It's just perfect for a dry wintry day to you just jam it and turn, and they have an applicator pad that makes it easy, and I just think it's the best. It also has enough iron for brain power.
It's true. When you're right, Ken. I think that Complex Existence D's new formula, totally organic, no harm was done to any animals. Some harm was done to me as I was their first tester, lost a lot of chest hair, but unfortunately it grew back.
Yeah.
Complex Existence D asks, 2020 has certainly been a year for everyone. What are your goals, dreams, passion, or of personal development for 2021? Personally, I want to go an entire year without spending money on any wants or desires. Now, does wants or desires mean like a home or a car, or is that just like shoes and pants?
I think it means not signing up for Sarah Jean Underwood's OnlyFans.
Yeah, I would assume that would be like if I wanted shoes, I'm not going to buy them. I think that's an amazing goal to have. And honestly, that's one I should have, but it's not a reality for me. So I'm a goal setter, but I'm also a realist. Gosh, I will say if there's one thing this year has taught me, it's not to plan so much, because really anything can happen and get in the way of those plans. So
like a lockdown or a baby.
There's like, there's like sort of a freedom in not having to look at 6 months or a year down the road. But I would say the biggest, I don't know if it's such a goal as it is just
a reality.
And my hope is that we have a healthy baby and she enters the world quickly and painlessly.
That's a good call.
But that we both just kind of grasp being new parents. Like, you know, of course there will be challenges, but I'm hoping it's as like seamless as possible. In the sense of like no big horrible surprises, but you know, that's also, I feel like parenthood is, it's just kind of a surprise every day when it's your first time experiencing it. But I would say that's like my, as far as personal development, just learning to be a mother and also doing it gracefully,
doing it.
And like, you know, taking on all the ugliness and chaos, but also like really learning to enjoy it. I'm like, I will say I'm excited. Sounds weird, but I'm excited to like have the sleepless nights and go through all that, because I think that's part of like that shapes you as not only a person, but a parent. So to me, like, I wouldn't want anyone else to do that for me. I know I know people who have done like night nurses and stuff. but I want to do it. So I think that's like.
Jesus, Michael Kautzer just came in hot. My cousin just had her home birth for her 7th time. Holy shit!
Whoa!
Stop reproducing.
That's a part of my personal development that I don't want to experience is doing experiencing labor, pregnancy, any of it 7 times. That's going to be a no for me.
Yeah, Lauren Romo in chat has picked it up. Ken trying to understand. Yeah, I get mad when I have to take a Chihuahua tinks at 2 a.m. I can't imagine a baby.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. This is why God has placed this challenge in front of you two, and he knows, or God knows that you will succeed.
We try, Ken. Listen, for 2021, I just want success and happiness. Happy, healthy baby that, enjoys herself and we enjoy it. And super success for our new venture, Ken, which we'll be announcing next week. Huge announcement.
Yeah, and I want to be a stay-at-home mom, but Josh doesn't know that.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Well, you know what, Amanda, I hope you are by this time next year a stay-at-home mom, because that means something's gone right in the risk we're about to take.
I know, me too. No, but really, I don't want to put that pressure on Josh, but also
I would love a stay-at-home mom. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Some women I think need the break. And I'll be honest, I don't actually know what kind of mom I'll be. I may be like, get me out of this house and I need to go back to work.
No, you're going to be a mom with some sort of baby Bjorn situation. You're going to be jazzercising with the baby on, riding bikes with the baby. I can see it. You're going to be an active mom. You're going to be an active mom.
Active mom.
So.
Yeah. What about you, Ken? What about 2021 for you, buddy?
2020 was such a weird year, but I exceeded some expectations of things I wanted to accomplish career-wise and sustained my pitiful career, though numbers dwindled. I mean, my Knapsack Files podcast is listens is almost down to nothing. It is what it is. It's but we have got something cooking that I really believe in, and it's a risk, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. And just doing that. I wanted to. 2020 was going to be the year I was really going to get back into stand-up, and that just didn't happen. We'll see about that. As far as personal stuff, just
I don't think we had a choice to get back into stand-up, Ken.
Yeah. It just, unless you want to do stand-up via Zoom, which is, I don't have a problem with the people that do that. It's just a little different. The Viper Room show was great, and hopefully we get to do something like that soon. But personally, this is deep questions here. I don't know. Yeah, personally, just have some things I, want to get better about myself and overcome some of my tendencies to be very just a solitary kind of guy. Grace once asked me, like, what do you want out of life? I'm like, just to be left alone. Do you not love? No, I love you dearly. I love the dogs. I'm so glad you're my life. I just want.
And I can relate to that, because I'll be honest, I love being alone and I love being at home, like in my own space.
Yeah.
So
you two guys. What's really wrong with being around people and trying to put smiles on faces?
I really found that this year has actually been really nice in the sense that I do get so much alone time and I love it.
Look, it's the thing, and we're very aware of the serious problem and the deaths. I don't want anyone to think
it's horrible.
But I'm with you too, Amanda. It's been weird when I've talked to people, and I'm struggling. Like, I just, filed for unemployment, and I got my claim, and it was like, basically they said, "Do you want some money for like a soda? Because here you go." That's what they did. Like that, and God bless it. But and you press on. But it's not about money; it's about just surviving. But I'm with you too. I felt I was built for this year, being home, being in my studio, being with myself and Grace and the dogs, which I'm forever grateful that they're around. We've had a fun little family going on here, though Ratsy's health problems lately have been a struggle, but she's doing okay. And so I felt I'm like with you, like this was a bad year, but I was okay with myself during it.
That's good.
You've spoken like a true gentleman right there. Just a real philosophical, cerebral way of saying, your life and everything in between. You were almost like a deacon there, like a preacher, kind of like a, I don't want to say therapist, but definitely like, just the way you softly said all that, I almost like was put at peace with my life.
Yeah, I thought that maybe being a pastor was probably with the calling I should have gone into, but I'm glad I didn't. And politician, I almost got into city politics. I was interviewing to be on a city councilman's staff, and if it had happened, it would have changed my life. Would have been a different direction.
I don't want to like run for an office and then another office and then work my way up politics. I know he was the worst example, but like, just give me the Trump option. Just like, I'm just going to run for president and win that one.
Yes. Yes. That's how it worked.
Like, it was a terrible example, but I get famous enough and I'm like, hey, I'm going to try and make everybody happier and nicer and together, and like, let's work together, and I'm going to have a big personality about it, and let's like make the world a better place instead of like, hey, everybody's the worst. It's huge.
Yeah. Look, I figured there's Josh, there's a lot, and Amanda's at the table too. There's a lot of bad things in the world. There's a lot of things to focus on, a lot of problems we need to fix, a lot of big discussions we should all have, and tough conversations. There's also a bunch of good people out there, and we just want to connect with them. We want to find the good out there, Josh, right?
Yep. No, find the good, find good people, be good people, spread the love, pay it forward to other good people to, tell other people to be good. I always thought that politicians and politics and being in politics was about the people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we need to get back to that, because I don't know if it is anymore.
Look, I've said this before, but like, this is getting oddly serious in the time. But I used to go, like, people make fun of my old job as security director, and you think a mall is in the center of the community, so we had to appear and be a part of many local city government things. So I'd every year, 5-6 times a year, I had to go to these big government events. I've said before, like Mayor Villaraigosa knew me. Like, it was always around these people. You go to these events, they're all nice, they're fine people, but you see the D's and the R's, and you see them publicly and you see them privately, and they're all on the same team. Make no mistake. And I don't mean that cynically. I don't mean you should toss it all out and that issues and everything, but I'm just like, you see it and it's okay. And there's part of it that's good. They all get along mostly, but you also can tell who hates who. But it's also a bit of a charade. It was a bit of a charade. You could kind of see through it. And I remember reading an interview with Robert Redford, who said he experienced that in the 60s and it changed the way he viewed how he got involved. Again, I don't want to use that to be cynical, to toss it all out. But I could see, and and there's some names still out there in politics now where I'm like, they're not everything they claim to be. They're trying to get reelected. And that's the nature of it. I wish it could be someone coming up and going, I'm going to help out for 4 years. I'm going to do my part because I love this country and I'll see you. I wish it was that. We didn't get that. We didn't get that.
No.
4 years. No one can take me away from that thought. But yeah, that's what I would like.
Give me 8 years and a lot of Reese's Pieces, maybe some Chipotle and a milkshake. Like, just,
Norwegian.
I don't really eat Chipotle.
Norwegian chocolate.
Yeah,
complexity. It's weird. When I hear you try to say it, I know how to say it. But then when I try to say it first, I can say it.
I think it's complexistence D for all your moisturizing knees. Do you hate that area under your knees?
Yeah.
Behind your knees is some of the most either wet or super dry parts on your body. Complexistence D will help.
Complexistence D right on those scales behind your knee. They write, I just want to be left alone. Cat Knapsack. They put that on my tombstone. I agree on so many levels. I'm very introverted and have lived alone for nearly 5 years. I'm 35, never married, no kids, and at peace. That's called the Mark Ellis plan, and it's working out great.
Yeah. That's a good plan. Hey, if
just take pictures of your dog.
Who cares what how old you are or whether you live alone or not?
Yeah.
Just do you.
I feel like that's what most people are searching for, is internal peace.
Amanda's been reading her mom's Instagram quotes a few too many times here today.
Can you help me?
I can. Let me ask you a question. This is totally a different topic, but Robbie kind of brings it up in the chat. Chipotle curbside services saved 2020. Let me ask you a question. I really feel like post-COVID, right, that we should keep a ton of this curbside situation going. Way more, if you want to triple your money, like, hey, we do contact delivery, we do this, we do that, we do like curbside, you can order this. Just make ordering and being places so much easier. That's one thing that COVID has proved, that like we can do things so easily if we just put our minds to it.
I'm telling you, there was a lot of benefits to a lot of tragedy, and we know some friends again who have lost fathers and mothers and family members. We always, I think it's important to put that caveat out there every time you talk about it. Yeah. I've seen some people, friends we know, I miss bars. I want to tweet, hey, our friend misses his dad.
Yeah,
calm down. But that said, things like that, working at home, this home studio, I finally am able to stream the way I wanted to for the last 2 years, but I was just too lazy to work it up, but I had to. That's part of the thing of overcoming obstacles. You really start to learn about yourself and learn new ways. I hope that I can go to Coral Cafe and have someone run out a deli sandwich to me with ease the rest of my days.
You see? Boom. Ken, I know we were at the Coral Cafe last week or 2 weeks before they shut down outside eating here in Los Angeles. Yeah. And there was these two old men just yelling at each other because they couldn't hear anything. And I thought to myself, boy, I hope I don't get to that part where I just yell at my friend. But also, if it's just me and you hanging out at the Coral Cafe with Mark Ellis, Mark Riley, and we're just yelling at each other about nothing as we eat our deli sandwiches, I think we're doing okay.
I think we're okay. When I was the security director of the farmers market, there was a table of Israeli men in their like 60s and be up. We're friends. And when I got there, one of the first weeks there, I'm in my office and it was overlooking the east patio that they would sit at every day. It was just like where Coffee Corner and all that stuff is at the farmer's market near the Grove. And I hear screaming and shouting. And I go, and the market manager, who is an Egyptian, a Greek Orthodox Egyptian guy, Sharif, been there since the 60s. I go, Sharif, what's going on? He's like, Ken, don't worry. This happens all the time, every Saturday. And I look down, one of them, Josh, Amanda, takes a folding chair and hits his friend with it. And I run down there ready to arrest everybody and call the fire department, the police, and they get mad at me and they stop and they're like, no. We're friends. We do this every Saturday. I saw the guy.
We get in disagreement. We fight with friends.
Don't you worry about it. I was like, okay.
So real quick in the chat here, the Gonza says, learned how to do sports resin tables during quarantine, even though I work full time still. But since I can't go out on weekends, I had to find something to do. What is sports resin tables?
You put a little resin on a table and use it for poker? I don't know.
I don't know what that is. Sports resin?
Gonza.
Sports reason?
That's the thing. I learned how to cook to a level I've never learned before.
I learned that I can build stuff again.
Josh, you learned that you could build an entire studio.
I did. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, the movie couple's in there.
Oh, the movie couple. What's up, movie couple? Which
I
one?
believe that's
Which one of the couple is here?
Yeah, one of the couple. I haven't seen. I mean, some Collider people I haven't seen in forever. I miss seeing their face every day. Guys like Jeff Snyder.
I don't miss that one. I miss Wendy. Wendy was the best. And I got a chance to talk to her on Force Center the other day. That was great. Talked about Ahsoka Tano. But yeah, it's Wendy. It's Wendy. It's not Dustin. I met Dustin's great too. He was Darth Vader in that one sketch we did. So
fantastic. Yeah, Wendy's the best. Wendy, you know what? Wendy's gonna know what I'm talking about. Wendy always had peanut butter in her desk, like in a drawer. And I would always just go with like a plastic spoon and be like, Wendy, can I have a spoonful of your peanut butter? I don't think Wendy ever actually ate any of the peanut butter. It was just me taking one spoonful of peanut butter to get me through the afternoon.
You think Wendy had it there like you were the dog of the office?
Yes.
I know Josh is going to want a snack. This will make him happy. I'm going to get some peanut butter. Much like you and I with Cal. Rest in peace, Cal.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Oh, a super chat for the movie couple. You guys pay the movie couple back, Wendy and Dustin, and go subscribe to their channel.
Yes. Agreed, Ken. Well said. Wendy Lee Zaney, one of the best. Sports resin. What is sports? Is
the movie couple Wendy Lee?
Yeah, Wendy Lee and her husband. Yeah.
Oh
Amanda joins the show. Amanda Macuga jumping back. Kidding. Amanda, don't hate me.
I had a blackout. I mean, don't you expect it now every week?
Yeah.
You're allowed. Basically, woodwork.
Sorry, I
sports
had to
logo.
take some Tums. I'm telling you, I got like a really bad acid reflux and heartburn. It's a thing.
Yeah,
So
you talk to Mark Riley about that.
basically, woodwork sports logo, then resin coated them. What does resin coated mean?
So it'd be like a Pittsburgh Steelers logo with a nice resin coat on it. You can hang it on the wall in the game room.
Oh, yeah, I got it. I got nothing. What?
He still doesn't know.
Is resin like the clear glaze on it?
I think it's a clear glaze, like a donut, like a glazed donut.
It's a glazed
I don't.
donut sports
Well,
logo.
while he's looking up what
Mhm.
resin is,
Yeah.
I had to go to Home Depot today to pick up some blinds for our bedroom.
That I'm gonna have to hang. She keeps buying things for me to just do, Ken. I'm angry about
I'm
it.
sorry, says the guy who's constantly telling me how handy he is. So I'm giving him an opportunity to be handy.
I didn't say it was handy to do things. I said it was
Well-
handy just in case something breaks and I can fix it. Not I bought blinds because our room's too dark. I want it to be dark. It's a room.
No,
We don't
it's
even-
too dark during the day. It's depressing. I want to be able to open the blinds. Anyway.
Oh, God. I'm gonna return these blinds. before
No,
she
you're
knows
not.
that, okay?
No, you're not. But the guy was really nice. He's like, "Do you know how to install these?" I was like, "No, but I'm just gonna ask my husband. He tells me he's really handy."
Oh, Christ.
And he's
Here
like,
we go.
"Oh, what is he not really handy?" I was like, "Well, he is, but
This guy.
we'll see how this goes."
Ken, Mike Aggs 121 says, "You guys see Disney Plus picked up Jessica Flash and the Green Bulb." That was that during that?
Yeah, that was the big announcement at the end of it. That was the last part of it. Bob Iger came out and said, "We've picked up a new 5th season of Jessica Bulb and the Green Flash. It's going to be great. They're adding some cast members. It's Jonas Swadamo, who plays Chewbacca in the new Star Wars stuff. He's going to be the new villain, Stiltzman.
Stiltzman's coming?
Yeah, Stiltzman coming. They brought it from the pamphlet. Yeah,
Oh my God.
it's going to be great. Can't wait.
Well, so we're finally going to get to see like because season 4 ended with the cliffhanger with Cement. You remember Cement?
Yeah, Cement. Michael Chiklis played.
Michael
Cement.
Chiklis plays Cement. And we thought that like we weren't going to get another season, but Disney Plus picks it up so we can finally see the end of the Cement storyline. Then we're going to get Stilts.
Stilts is coming in. Yeah, they said they also added to the cast Daphne Zuniga as Bad Ant, the Bad Ant character. Remember from that comic one-off?
Yeah, the one-off comic. Yeah, the Bad Ant
of Jessica Flash.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, Daphne Zuniga and apparently Martin Cove, who played Sensei John Kreese. He might be like the word on the street is he might be reprising his role of Angry Feet. Angry Feet. They're lightning on your shoes, anger in your toes.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Kicking the world one boot at a time. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's gonna be great. It's going to be an all-star. They think it's probably going to be the 5th and final season on Disney Plus, but it's going to be great, man. I'm excited. So,
and do you think that Harry Styles will come in as Dumpster Fire? Because Dumpster Fire is one of my favorite characters in the whole.
Yeah. I think yes, absolutely. Dumpster Fire, and they're gonna have him wear kind of a dress kind of thing, to playing off the heat that he got from that photo shoot.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. Yeah,
Mike Agg says David Tennant's on board. William Atherton. Holy moly, we're talking.
William Atherton is on board. That's a great one. It's gonna be. Yeah, there's a lot of Jessica Bulb in the Green Flash called. I think it's season 5, but it's called Five is Alive is the tagline.
Because they're back. The Bulb, Jessica Flash.
The Bulb is back. The Bulb is back.
The Bulb is back. The 4 most feared words in television.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great. You should have seen that part of the presentation. It was after the stream ended. It was I don't know how I saw it. I think it was just there was a run through, but it was good.
And
all right.
I wonder if Amanda, do you have anything you'd like to add to this?
I have to go record probably an hour of Star Wars news talk right now, so I do have to start rolling. Amanda, please tie up the show with some great philosophical warmth.
Yeah, just give us one thing to say before you go.
About Jessica Flash and the Bulb.
You know what, ladies and
Did
gentlemen,
I call it Jessica Bulb and the Green Flash? I probably did. Jessica Flash and the Green Bulb.
Jessica Flash, the Green Bulb. Thank you guys so much for listening to the afternoons, watching the afternoons, being here with us on a Thursdays or listening on a Friday or whenever you listen or watch. We really love you guys. Stay safe out there. Complex Distance D with our super chat superstar today. Complex Distance D. How much would either of you pay? Josh, you have the chance to go back in time to be in the Bad Boys films. Ken, you have a chance to go back in time to be in the original Star Wars trilogy. How much would either of you pay? I don't have a lot of money, but I mean, I should have been in Bad Boys for life anyway.
They shouldn't have to pay anything. These films should be asking them.
Correct.
To go back in time. Look, I would sell all my Disney stock to do it, but more importantly than that, I'd go back in time to be in the final shootout in Young Guns.
That's very, very well said, Ken. One of the greatest ending scenes in the history of movies. Thank you guys for listening. Ken, send us out.
I'll send you all out. It's the Afternoons with Josh, Ken, and Amanda, and Baby Makes 4, a silly look at a serious world.
It doesn't matter when you listen, Ken, as long as your wife zones out for upwards of 5 minutes at a time.
It's always the Afternoons.
Hey, guys.
Thanks.